Hello, YouTube. It's my fourth time recording this. This is my Skyshaker deck post Doom of Dimension and post banlist September is post September 15th, 2025 banlist. This is my Skyshaker deck profile. I've been playing this deck a lot more recently with the format, and I'm really enjoying this deck. I did pick up Yummy a little while ago, but I decided I just sold it this past Sunday, and because I was like I wasn't gonna really play it. Um, I was interested in playing it, but it was just like I really didn't feel like learning it. Um, Maybe picking up Mitsurugi next. Because I'm really actually interested in that deck. So, and that deck is probably cheaper. So yeah, we'll just get into the deck profile, and yeah, sided extra is 15-15. Main is a flat 40 actually for once. So yeah, starting off with the striker monsters, 3 Ray and 1 Rose. Rose is kind of a brick in this deck. It's just a brick when you open it. I hate when I open this up more than I open this. So I just sometimes when if I open both of these, I would just actually summon both of them in the same turn. Link that off into Link 2 like Acelia or Seek, or just go into hard make 0. That way 0 is already set up. So yeah, you can special summon 0 off of this effect. I do a little bit of hand traps and board breaker in my deck. For my main deck, I play 3 Ash and 2 Bell. Bell's really good this format. I like playing 3 I like still playing hand traps right now in this format. Because of the way Yummy, Draco Tail, and Mitsurugi play, I feel like you need to have hand traps in order to have interaction, because if you just don't stop an opponent without interaction, it's kind of dead. But with like K9, you can just like side out your hand traps and just go full board breaker on that matchup. So, but like my locals is really mixed is really Yummy heavy and Mitsurugi heavy, so that's why I need to have more hand traps. We also have like a lot of Draco Tail running around too. For the Striker Belt spells, we play 3 Engage, 3 Linkage. I'm just gonna move this up a minute. Give me a second. And 3 Widow Anchor. Pretty self-explanatory on each of these do. A lot of people don't think linkage is actually a hard one. A lot of people think linkage is a hard one to return. It is not. Linkage is not hard ones per turn. That's why you can activate multiple in the same turn. You know, recycle 1 copy, do the linkage OTK. So yeah, I love resolving both of these a lot. It's just really nutty. I'm really excited for Genesis format too. I play 2 Limit Gate. I'm gonna actually cut down to 1 and then probably play another Shark Cannon, I think, or probably try to fit the upstarts in, or just replace this with like a Nibiru or something. I don't know. I'm gonna be toying with it. Right now I'm leaning towards more of a second Shark Cannon, just to deal with like people's matchups and stuff. The secondary effect on this card is so hard for me to like understand personally. I like the recycle effect on it, but I don't like the fact that I gotta the secondary effect is just it's weird. It's just worded so weirdly. They could have done a better way to word it. For the 1-0s, 1 multi-roll, 1 area 0, the 1 Shark Cannon, and the 1 drones. Game 2 and 3, I've been siding out the drones a lot. I actually, depending on the matchup, I'll side this out too, but I usually keep these in. So sometimes I do side out my area 0 and terraforming sometimes, but yeah. For the regular spells, for the honorary striker spell, 3 Radiant Typhoon Fission. I'm really glad they put this in as a comment. I really thought there was going to be a secret or an ultra or super at least. So what this card reads states, I'll just hold this up real quick. I gotta read another copy of it. Give me a second. And discard destroyed by the effect of a mystical space typhoon. You set discard. Activate one of these effects, but you can only activate each of these effects of the Radiant Typhoon once per turn. Draw 2 cards. Then, if you have a Radiant Typhoon card or a quick play spell in your hand, discard one of them, or discard your entire hand if you don't. Add 1 Mystical Space Typhoon from deck or grave to your hand. Originally, I was playing 1 MST in the deck, but I decided to take it out because I necessarily didn't need it. The theory behind to add the MST in this deck was there, for like Draco Tail. But for like all the other matches, not necessarily. So there is an argument you could play 2 MST, but I mean, you don't really need to play MST. You got enough quick plays in this deck, so you don't really need to worry about other quick plays. For the rest of the spells, we play 1 Reinforcement, 1 Terraforming. I only got 2 Frost right now. I'm going to order my 3rd this week. Add the Terraforming, add Ray and Rose. Pretty nice when you can set this up. Then draw into engage, and 1 Talents. Talent's also a board breaker. 1 Call by the Grave. That's why I want to play like another Shark Cannon in this format, is because, just to have at least like supposedly 3 Call by the Grave. For my breaker part of it, I play 3 Droplet and 3 Regeki. And you could argue to play this as a breaker also, 2 Imperm. That's my 2 traps. Like I said, this is kind of like my breaker part of it, with the Widow Anchor. So yeah, that's it for the main deck. Moving to the extra deck. For the one-of Strikers cards, I play 1 Kaina, and then 1 Celia and 1 Seek. You still need, since the time rules are not around anymore, you still need Kaina for just another name. Celia's comes up once in a while for me, not all the time, and same with the Seek. Seek comes out a lot more, so that's pretty much explanatory. I've been summoning her a little bit more recently. The effect on it is pretty cool, actually. For the 2-ofs, I play 2 Shizuku, 2 Hayate. A lot of people are just playing 1 and 1. I still like to play 2, so sometimes I need to burn sometimes I have to just burn one of them in a turn, or at least use the old effect of like, hey, I'm just going to attack for 15, dump in engage, linkage into Kagari, or just hard summon the Kagari in main phase 2 to add the linkage, and that linkage to the engage, so that way I can start getting my engine rolling. Sometimes I don't open engage, and I need a quick way to get into engage. So yeah. And sometimes I still do with the 0 effect, if I haven't summoned Ray that turn, if I haven't used Ray's effect that turn, if the turn goes back to me, and then the quick effect end phase, tribute the Ray, summon the Shizuku, get it add, so this trigger sent to end phase, and then you could just add another engage or something you might need. For the 3-ofs, 3 Kagari, and 3-0. I was playing 2-0, but I decided to just max it, play my 3rd. This format, just because a lot of people, when 0 came out, were going to go down to 2 Kagari. I personally think that's incorrect. I think you need to play 3 Kagari. And I was fine and content playing with 2-0, but when the format changed, I'm like, yeah, a lot of people are going to 3, so I'm going to go to 3 and see how that goes. So a lot of people are playing 3 now. For my last 2 Link Monsters, I'm just playing 1 Dark and 1 Access Code. Access hasn't really been coming up, unfortunately. The Dark has here and there. I might just play take one of my other links out and play Hida. That way I can go Dargaran. So I can at least have like something to break towers. So yeah, it's just kind of sad this hasn't been coming up much, because this is an OG print. I really want to summon this. Alright, for the side deck, 3 Droll, 3 more Charmy, 3 Lightning Storm. Droll's so good. Lightning Storm for the breaker. I only side this in game 2 most of the time. Playing more Charmies in here is very weird. 2 Dracotail Flame, and 1 Judgment. This is pretty much to act like Judgment. 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Afterburner, and 1 Dimensional Barrier. So, yeah, that's my Striker deck for 2025. Format, comment, like, subscribe, check out the rest of my vids. See you in the next one. Bye.